Another video coming at you. We're doing projections for divisions for the NFC North. We also have a great guest appearing today, so make sure you guys stay tuned. Welcome in on a Wednesday. We got Caden with us today. We're going to be doing rankings on predictions for NFC North, East, and South divisions. We're going to get right into it. So today we're going to be doing NFC North, which is, I think it's one of the easier divisions to start off with. I think as far as the first one for me, I have the Packers winning the division to 13-4.
Oh, wow.
I have that only because I think Packers are a really interesting team here, Caden. I think based on their team, I don't think they have really anybody that sets the bar too high for them. I think everybody is equally good, which I think it'll be harder for defensive coordinators to scheme against them. I think as of last year, Jordan Love down the stretch was really fantastic, and then he kind of fumbled in the playoffs. But um, I do love the coach. I love the environment they have up there. I like that there's no owner, so I have the Packers winning that easy. Next up, I have the Lions at 12-5. I have them taking a slight setback from last year, losing both coordinators. Um, I think they're still extremely talented. What worries me, though, if anybody on the O line goes down, I think it'll be tragic because I think Jared Goff can only really excel behind a great O line. I still think their talent is way too good to even knock them less than 12. So I still think that they're going to be a dominant team. So I have them 12-5. Third, I have the Vikings finishing 9-8. Um, I like Kevin O'Connell a lot. I think if JJ McCarthy can just be a ball manager and not lose them games, I think they can get to 9 wins and maybe sneak into the playoffs. But losing Sam Darnold and the way he played last season, I think will. I think, and that's another thing. If JJ McCarthy can fit the system, I think Kevin O'Connell has a very quarterback friendly system, which I think can be a good thing for JJ McCarthy. So I think they have a good enough team to maintain 9 wins. So last up, I have the Bears going 6-11. I still think they did a lot of plug and play in this offseason. 3 out of 5 offensive linemen are brand new. A lot of veterans too. So as long as Caleb Williams can have chemistry with them, I think it'll be all right. But I think it'll take at least 6-7 weeks to get that chemistry, especially new coach, new scheme. So we'll see what happens. What do you think about your division standing?
So I thought this was one of the harder divisions to do because you
Okay.
have the best defense in that division is probably the Bears. But ultimately, I mean, I'll start at the top, but I actually have the Packers winning as well. So I'm kind of shocked. Everyone else I talk to thinks I'm crazy for that. I have them at 11-6. 11-6. So I think that division, it's such a good division, and they're so built to beat each other that I think I wouldn't be shocked if everybody beat everybody in that division, if everyone split each of their division games. But with the Packers specifically, they have the best head coach in football. Like you said, they have a lot of good talent. I don't know if I agree with like what you said about like it's hard for a defensive coordinator because like everyone's the same. I think it'd be a lot harder if they had a true receiver one over anything. But I think the Packers with the head coach Jordan Love taking a big step and a really strong running game with Josh Jacobs, I think that'll be enough to get them the crown in the NFC North. Then I have the Lions at 10-7. So
Mm-hmm.
I still think they're going to be dominant. I still think they're going to blow teams out of the water. I just think they're going to have a couple weeks where they don't put it together for whatever reason. Their defense is bad. They lost their defense coordinator, they lost their offensive coordinator, and they lost a mix of 8 other assistants between both sides. So you'd be crazy to think they're going to come back in with the same exact success right away. Dan Campbell is a great head coach. Jared Goff is a great quarterback. I don't think he is just limited to that offensive line, but I still think they make the playoffs. I think they'll do damage in the playoffs, but I do think there's a little bit, especially in the beginning stretch, of them kind of limping along. And then third, we're pretty similar with both the Vikings and Bears. I also have the Vikings. I think you had them at 9-8. I have them at 8-9. JJ McCarthy. Who knows on him? Sam Darnold. That's not a big drop off between Sam Darnold and JJ McCarthy, and it wouldn't shock me if the Vikings went crazy because if the Packers have the best head coach in the league, in my opinion, Vikings have the second or third. Kevin O'Connell, I think. Sorry, is it? Yeah, Kevin O'Connell is a
Yep.
genius. Quarterback whisperer. Also, it helps when you have Justin Jefferson, Jordan Addison, bunch of weapons. Defense is just old. They have a good defense coordinator too, but the defense is just old. And now the Bears, like I said, I hate having them at fourth because I truly do believe their defense is going to win them a lot of games. They have great weapons on offense. They have a potentially a good head coach. We don't know. Everyone wanted him, but I think with the first year head coach, second year Caleb Williams, I still think they're going to still got stuff to figure out. That defense though might come back and make me look like an idiot because I have them at 6-11. So
So when you say the Bears, so I see what you mean totally because I really do feel some type of way putting them at 6 wins.
mhm.
But it can go either way really because if it takes 6 weeks for them to get chemistry, because I mean with all the new with that whole O line is the most important. I mean without the O line, you don't get points. So and in that division too hurts them because you have three playoff teams. Packers, Lions, and Vikings. So one of them's got to be fourth. So not saying that the Bears aren't going to be good. We're just saying that we think the Packers, Lions, and Vikings are better teams, and when another person in a division wins one, that means you lose one. So that's just a win loss. So I still think they could explode. I mean, they could go on an eight win streak, after week 7. Who
Absolutely.
knows? But yeah, they got a great home field advantage. They got the weather working in their favor, especially if they host like the Dolphins or AFC teams like that coming up. I think they can have a really good advantage. But like you said, and another thing, Callahan. So um, he can like we've seen great coordinators coming through, and they don't work out. You know what I mean? So I mean, Dennis Allen was a great defensive coordinator, and he was shit head coach. So
I like.
I mean, so that's what I'm saying. I know you like him, but we can only sit here and speculate. I think it's crazy though to say that the Bears are going to be, oh my god, division, 12-5. No, I to say that is extreme based on their O line. And back to the Vikings, I still think that Jared Goff would not be that great as of last year without that O line. I mean, they have easily top three offensive line in the league,
Without a doubt.
and with their weapons, yeah. And I still what worries me about the Lions, I'll say, which nobody is talking about. So when Dan Campbell got to Detroit, I mean, it started off really shitty. And then second year they got a couple more wins. Third year they're in the playoffs, and in fourth year then they lost in the what was it, championship game. So it's how high can you go until you fall? How long can you keep the trust in that locker room before it tumbles? How many years are you going to keep them teammates bought in before it crumbles? So that could be a year 5. Who knows?
Yeah, and that's very similar like what happened with Seattle with Pete Carroll. Like they were doing so well eventually, but like just not enough in the playoffs where they were like, all right, we got to make a change. So I definitely see where you're coming from. To go back to the Bears really quick, I could 100. I think 6 wins is actually their floor. Like I for whatever, like their defense is too good that I do not think they will literally win less than 6 games. Like that is their absolute floor. It would not shock me at all. I could definitely switch the Bears and the Vikings because if JJ really comes out and he's still learning the offense. It's his second year, first time like being in a real NFL game. Yes, he's got Justin Jefferson and everything, but you never know. You never know with quarterbacks till you know. And Kevin O'Connell,
Well, let's not forget that he's still there. It's not like they just picked him up. He's still learning. He's still been in the meetings, still been watching film. He's still been working with O'Connell, even though he's not been playing. So I think we're not really looking at that side of things as well.
yeah, but I mean, even back to his Michigan days, what did he throw? 15 passes one time, one game. Like that's his
Yeah,
guy.
yeah.
So
Well, I mean, I think it's a plus though. He's still in the building, even though he's injured. He's still in the building, still learning the scheme, even though he's not playing it. It's not like they just picked him up in the
yeah,
offseason and said, hey, you're going to be our starter.
and if the Vikings can do as well as they did with Sam Darnold, then who maybe the Vikings go 15-2. You know what? If Sam
Could be,
Darnold took
could,
him,
and
what
the Bears, yeah, yeah,
that
and
division
the Bears can go 15-2.
exactly.
And they just never
You
know.
never know.
So that's going to wrap it up for the NFC North. Stay tuned for NFC East and NFC South.